Okay, so I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking, Kristi, you write an interior decorating blog. Why in the world are you cooking? Well, here's what's happened. Over the last year, I just got so busy, as you know, taking on new DIY projects for clients and stuff like that, that I did not make any time whatsoever to cook. And that's really a shame because about a year ago, I kind of finished remodeling my kitchen. And yet it has not been used. I mean, I could count on one hand the number of times that I've actually used my kitchen to cook. And literally the only two things that I cook are charro beans, which Matt absolutely loves, and taco soup. Other than that, I don't know how to cook. I'm not even really set up to cook. To prove my point, even just to make this little casserole that I'm going to make today, I had to go out and buy a Pyrex casserole dish. The only measuring spoons that I could find in my entire kitchen are these two. I don't even know where the rest of them are. I probably use them to stir paint or whatever else. That's where a lot of our utensils have gone, to stir paint and varnish and whatever else. I'm just not a cook. So what has happened is over the last year, instead of eating home-cooked meals, even, basic home-cooked meals, instead we have eaten out. And we have eaten fast food for almost every single meal. It is really, really sad. Over the last year, both Matt and I have really gained a lot of weight. Obviously, you cannot eat fast food 3 times a day and not gain weight. I mean, it's just not good for you, obviously. And so we've really done our bodies, our health, a real disservice by this. But also, it's unbelievable how much money we have thrown away with the fast food that we've been eating. So this year, I have determined that I'm going to cook at home. And we're going to try not to eat out hardly at all. So it's going to be a real challenge for me. But I need things that are easy because, like I said, I just don't cook. I don't even know really how to cook. So I thought that I would bring you along on this journey with me as I get rid of all of the paintbrushes and tools that always find their way into my kitchen, and I actually make room for food. And you can follow me along on this journey, but you can also help me because, like I said, I'm going to be making some very, very basic things. And if you have any tips or pointers for me, if you have any recipes that you think I might enjoy cooking that are still really easy, you have to understand these are baby steps for me, then send them along because, trust me, I am open. I'm open to your suggestions. So I asked Matt to go online and find my first recipe that I'm going to make. And he went to a website called, I think it's allrecipes.com. I'll post the link for that. And he chose something called chicken and pea casserole. And it's really, really easy. So we'll see if I can do this without burning it or messing it up somehow. Maybe if I can get this one down, then next week I can move on to something a little more challenging or with some more exciting ingredients. The funny thing is, as I was reading the website where this came from, I was reading the comments, and people said, oh, this is a great basic recipe that you can then use to put your own flair on and to make it your own. And I'm thinking, I don't even know how to make it my own. I wouldn't even know where to start. So that's another thing that y'all can help me with. If you know what might make this better or more exciting, then just help me. I'm telling you, I need help. I need help desperately, so that my kitchen can turn into something other than a place for me to wash paintbrushes and store paint cans and store paint rollers in my refrigerator. I'm determined to make this more food friendly and less DIY workshop. So anyway, for today's recipe, this is what you will need. You'll need 1 teaspoon of kosher salt divided, 1 16-ounce package of rigatoni pasta. I actually am using, penne pasta. You'll need 1 10-ounce can of condensed cream of mushroom soup, 3/4 cup of sour cream, 1 10-ounce can of chunk chicken. I actually am using just freshly cooked chicken because I don't like canned chicken. You'll need 1 cup of frozen peas, thawed, 1½ teaspoons of garlic powder, 2½ teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, and 2 cups of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And I couldn't find just plain Parmesan cheese, so I had to get some Italian mix that has 4 different cheeses in it. So once you've got your ingredients, I mean, this sounds really easy. I'm cheating. I'm looking at my recipe here. I am no Rachel Ray, trust me. Okay, let's see. It says preheat the oven to 375. I've already got that done. So my oven is preheated. And then it tells you to bring a pot of water to boil and cook your pasta. Well, I've already done that. Where is my pasta? Oh, here it is. I've done that. It's here. So I hope that tastes okay. It says cook to al dente or something like that. Heck, I don't even know what that means. But we'll see. So then, in a large bowl, a large mixing bowl, and I wouldn't even have this if it weren't for my mom. She was gracious enough to give me 3 mixing bowls. It says to add everything. Let me get my spoon. It says to add all of the ingredients except for the chicken and the cheese and the pasta. So I'm going to add those. I've got my sour cream, my chicken soup, peas, and then my seasonings. Of course, some of the salt went into the pasta, so the rest of it just went into here. And then it says to mix that up really well. I guess just stir it. Yep. Just stir it until it's mixed up really well. I think it's kind of funny it only called for a cup of peas. It seems like it could have used a little more peas, but look at me. I am making changes to the recipe. So once that's done, then you can just add your chicken. Excuse me. Getting over a cold. And I'm using more than 10 ounces of chicken because that just sounds like so little. I don't know. I probably ruined it now because I've used too much chicken. And then on top of that, you pour in the pasta. My gosh, my mixing bowl's not even big enough. And then it says to mix it all together. See, this is looking a little dry. It seems like I need more. Am I doing this right? Huh. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Well, I'll just continue. Hopefully it'll turn out right. Oh gosh, I'm such a mess. It's a little hard to stir. Okay, hopefully that is good enough. And then it says to put it into a casserole dish, a 9 by 13. So I'll get my brand new casserole dish and use it for the very first time. Just pour that right down in there. Okay, that just looks like, I don't know. Hopefully it'll fit. And I don't even own those, those plastic scraper things. I don't even know what they're called, but I don't own them. I'll put that on my list of things to buy if I'm going to be cooking, along with measuring spoons and measuring cups. How sad. How sad is that? That I don't have that stuff. I'm sure at one time I did. Probably sold it in a garage sale because I thought, well, I never use them. So, and then, let's see. On top of that, it says to top it with the cheese. And again, I couldn't find Parmesan cheese, so I'm using a mixture. I can't remember what all it had in it, but it was the Italian blend. So hopefully that'll be good. Put that right on top of there. And now this is the strangest thing ever. It says, spray the top with a bit of cooking spray. What in the world? Why would you do that? I thought cooking spray was to put, you know, on the pan before you put something in so it doesn't, so it doesn't stick. But what do I know? But I don't have cooking spray. I don't think I have. Oh heck, if I have cooking spray, it's probably 4 years old. So I'm just going to bypass that step. And I think that's it. Now you put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes until golden brown. Okay, so I think this is it. We'll see. I don't even know do I put it on the top or bottom? I don't know. I just put it in the middle. Hopefully that's right. So I'm going to wait the 20 to 25 minutes and see how it turns out. Hopefully we'll actually have something for dinner tonight other than McDonald's or Taco Bell. Okay, so my little buzzer just went off, so I'm ready to pull this casserole out of the oven and see how I did. It actually smells really good, so I'm pretty excited about this. We're going to have a decent meal tonight. And it actually looks pretty. I mean, this is amazing. You have to understand, again, this is the first time I've ever, in this kitchen, made a normal meal. So I'm pretty excited about eating this and seeing how it turns out. I'll let you know next week. Speaking of being unprepared, I don't even own any, what are they called, hot pads? This is the only oven mitt I own. So hopefully I'll get more prepared as the year goes on, and I'll learn what I need to make real meals. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. And if you have any recipes that you think I might enjoy, please send them to me. Again, they need to be very easy, very basic, and not take a lot of time. And, at this point, I'm really not concerned with, low carb or low fat or low calorie or anything like that. I really am convinced that if Matt and I will just stop eating fast food and learn to eat home-cooked meals, with just normal portions, then we are going to lose weight. We're going to feel better about ourselves. We're going to just feel better in general. And we're going to save a heck of a lot of money. So hopefully as the year goes on, I can keep this up. I really do want to. And maybe in a few months or by the end of the year, I'll no longer look and feel like a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade balloon. That's my goal. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and tune in next week to see what recipe I find. Who knows, it may be one of yours. Send them to me at addictedtodecorating@live.com. Thanks.